Hello and welcome to The Clinical Teacher with theclinicalclassroom.com. We're going to be walking briefly through the literacy linear map for Common Core from kindergarten all the way to grade 12. Some of the features that I want to quickly show, much like some of the other linear maps, the simple maps that we have two main sorting categories and a number of columns here. There are more complex and more sophisticated database tools that we have. I thoroughly recommend you go look through the website and look through our Teachers Pay Teachers store. There's a lot of other interesting tools that are more sophisticated. This is pretty much the most simple of them. It's meant to make it so it's very quick and very easy for you to access Common Core and standard information to make it easy for you to know what you're teaching. To that end, let me quickly show you the main sorting features. By clicking on any of these specific grade level indicators or selecting any of the strands, it will filter the data so it will only give me the outcomes specific to the items that I select. Once I selected one of the main filtering tools, the other filters will drop off if there's no content. So you see there's a light blue here. These mean that if I were to select these, it would show me no content. The darker ones are areas where there is content for grade 1. Once I selected grade 1, for example, I can choose language, and then it will only show me the outcomes specific to grade 1 language. It's quite easy because I'm able to flip through this information as quickly as I need to make sure that I see exactly what I need. I can jump over to writing. It shows me writing. I could jump over to grade 3, and it will show me the grade 3 writing options. This is really meant to make it very fast and very efficient to find the information. When I want to clear my sorts, I go to this X button, Clear Filter, and it will clear the filters. I make sure that I clear both. And then I double check by glancing at the top of this bar to see if there's any of those filter buttons. As I filter, you'll see, for example, if I take in grade level, a filter button does appear here. One of the other things that I can do is what I call multi-select. This button right here is a multi-select tool. If I select one grade level, I can start adding to it if I have the multi-select button enabled. So you see, now I selected both grade 1 and grade 2. If I were to start with everything available and add the multi-select, what it does is it starts removing them away. How you use that is completely up to you. You can start with it full, you can start with it empty, and you can add to it, or you can remove depending on what you need. The other more advanced features that we have, which are very helpful once you have this table set the way it is you can search for specific outcomes by typing into the filter. So I can type in W.1, and that will give me all the outcomes that have a W.1. I can then select or deselect items. You'll see grade 1, W.1, grade 1, W.10. I only want W.1s. So I can go through and quickly remove the ones that I don't need, which are the W.10s. And then I can actually just end up seeing what's left. And you'll see that as a result, it's giving me the outcomes that I wanted specific to my search. If I do search the column features like that, in order to clear it, I do need to go into that specific column and clear the filter. The other thing that I can do, which is very handy, is if I click on the filter for the Common Core Standard, the elaboration, I can actually type in keywords here. So if I were to type in persuasive, persuasive, and hit OK, I can actually specifically see anything that includes the word persuasive. I can do the same thing with any keyword that I have here. So I can say text and hit enter, and it will give me only outcomes that specifically have to do that include those specific words. Very handy feature in order to look at what we specifically need, especially if you're unsure which outcome you're looking for. Again, once I want to clear that filter, I do have to go into that box. Double check on the top to make sure there's no filters there. Now, in general, this is used just for quickly and easily sorting your way through curriculum, especially if you're a Common Core school. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me at theclinicalteacher@gmail.com, or you can find contact information at theclinicalclassroom.com, or you can find us on the Clinical Teacher Teachers Pay Teachers website. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to drop me an email. If there's anything that you're interested in us building or creating because you like what we do, happy to have you float that by us. I'm always keen to build new and interesting tools for people to make your job easier as a teacher, to make it so you can spend more time helping students learn and less time dealing with administrative or mundane tasks that don't necessarily provide an ample lot of benefit to your students. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoy the tool. And again, if you're interested in more sophisticated or more interesting tools, feel free to browse through our website or the store on Teachers Pay Teachers. Thanks again, and we hope you enjoy.